Hey guys, what's going on? It's K Rosebud, and we are back with Agatha Christie, the ABC murders. Now I don't know how much of this is left of the game, but we are at what I believe is the main culprit's house, the killer's house. But I don't know if he's even in, so we're gonna go check it out. I think we're just going in to check his house. I don't know if he's around, or or if there's gonna be another killing soon. They did say they already had him.
Very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
Well, let's see what goes on.
It looks like I found the real master of this house.
Aw. Is that really like a dinner bell for the cat? Or just a toy? No, just a cork. It's a cat toy.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Do you guys like cats? How many of you in the comment? How many of you love cats? I love all animals. Like, I'm a cat's dog. Honestly, even just like weird things. Yes, I was gonna say alligator. But just like in general. But I am a main cat person. I love cats.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
Can we not talk to this woman? Okay.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
You wanna explain to me where the register is? Yeah, I would love to, but I can't seem to get in there.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do I need to go back out?
It is not the right time.
Ugh. Then let me talk to the damn woman. I can't even use a fucking clue. Oh my god, that's a lot. Wait. I saw that. Sorry, just walking around, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Apparently I can't walk into there. Can't walk in private.
It is a very beautiful...
Do I need this? I'm gonna try to use a clue, but I have to wait for it to load. That's what I wanted to do!
How
Whatever.
do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot.
It
Chief Inspector Japp told me that you might be coming.
was glitched.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless.
Oh, she's actually
yes,
the woman.
Sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I
Abuse.
understood. He
Just
told me he was
terrible.
going to Cheltenham, but my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Jesus.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me,
Great job.
did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the wall. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Where were the stains on the shirt?
On the collar and on the buttonholes.
Cut used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th.
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the
Ugh.
case.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Finally.
Take the key on the counter.
Already did, thank you. Oh, never mind.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no...
I already knew about that.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury. This woman appears to be in a good mood.
Why is that a black potato?
Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She is working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel.
Again, black potato. What's that about?
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder? Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
It doesn't matter, provided that you remembered to change the sheets.
Oh, do you think so?
Yes. I'm just gonna go now, up now. Weird footsteps, but okay.
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders.
Oh boy.
It's closed.
Okay. Let me see if I can find a knife for that one.
Laudanum Cameron's chemist. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Sedative.
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Oh boy.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This subject would probably be useful to me.
That's what I needed.
It's an ABC. Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury. Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning? John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we
Sorry for
confirm
all
we
the-
are you as
all the letters
door-to-door
again,
salesman,
guys.
according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes. I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
Now you're gonna make me figure out.
The right-hand heel has been removed.
Is this what I need?
The left-hand heel has been removed.
I'm just kind of taking a guess here.
Something is blocking the ribbon.
There we go.
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes. All the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Okay then.
War of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack, Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Oh boy. Just tell me you look in the mirror. Yes, you do.
Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder. All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date. Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands.
And I need this guy. There we go.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
Let's hope so.
Stockings. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What I love is that he keeps saying brain cells, but yet, there we go. That's easy. But, it says gray cells. I wonder why, though.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th. No use continuing the inspection of this room. I've seen all there is to see.
Okay. Are you sure?
How hopeful. This place is a real mess.
There we go. I knew there was something else.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Just checking. Yes. Okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Wow. Okay then.
Ah, Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes. I had best talk to Jap.
I've listened closely to what you have to
Okay.
say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Cust guilty? Okay, how? Alright, guys. Let's do it this way, because honestly... Oh. Okay. Don't ask me how that was so easy, but okay. Oh boy. Very common points between Cust. Okay. I took a guess, but okay. There we go. I knew this one, the newspaper, or the book one, was the real one.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes.
Is she a
But
part of it
Cust's
too?
collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
What's going on up in the stairs
He may
over
have
there?
done
Do you
the
see
murders
that,
in an altered
guys?
state.
That
Familiar
light?
situation.
What's going on?
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Oh, damn. So now where are we going? Let's go this way for a minute. Let's look around. Oh, wait. Or I could just do that. Ma'am! You look suspicious. Okay, apparently not. I'm just going home. Oh, wait.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here. Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name, in Cheshire. To Scotland Yard, please.
What do you say that, like, is that a cab? I thought that was, your partner. Or your own car. Why the fuck? Okay.
This man is not in good shape.
Loss of hair.
He is worried and very tired, and other police have been hard on him.
Alright, let's try to talk to him. How about that?
What do you want from me?
Confession?
Good day, Mr. Cust. I am Hercule Poirot.
Ah, you're the detective.
Well, yeah.
Why did you send me a letter before each crime?
Why all these questions? When are you going to stop pestering me?
Très bien. You did not hide these letters. But the question remains, who did?
Probably one of my enemies. I have many.
I do not believe that you are capable of murder, Mr. Cust.
I hope not.
Try to be on his side.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only
There we
place
go.
I didn't feel inferior.
You gotta kind
No
of be on their
questions.
side sometimes.
Just orders to follow.
Plus, I'm wondering if
But
she's more
Ever since you were
like,
wounded, you have absences,
problem.
bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Okay then.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Of course, you never considered killing a doctor who took such good care of you.
No, no, never.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
Okay then.
I am not going to leave before having finished questioning him.
Well then, why did we get out of it?
Poor man. If only I could help him.
Oh.
Take this. It will help you.
Thank you. Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Sorry, guys.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You just
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you.
Silky Legs.
And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards. So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Take this. It will help you.
My goodness. Okay, he wasn't coughing, he was shivering.
I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
Let us leave Cust alone. He's at the end of his tether.
Okay.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better. Let us now try and get
There it
our
is.
brain cells to work.
I didn't see if a question came up, but I had a feeling. There we go. Really? Ugh. Um. I'm gonna say no, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. I was thinking it was those two, but I couldn't damn figure it out. There we go. There we go.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I love these things, but jeez. I don't know, I just gotta do that. Self-confident. Hesitant and shy. There we go. That one was easy, come on. Guessing they're both still cold.
You see? Cust's character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
I'm thinking it was either her, like the woman who owned the place, or the husband.
To white heaven, please.
Because he said he liked trains, and that's what's weird. That kind of sent a red flag at me, like to me right away.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
Jeez.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait one moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Well, geez. I had a feeling that revolver was gonna come in handy at some point. But I want to know how violent this gets.
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
So, blanks?
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets. The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
I think
The
blanks would
revolver
be
is
better.
loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets.
No.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait one moment, I will bring you...
Take the damn weapon. Here.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
Did I get that little mustache because of the fact that I chose blanks instead of real bullets because I was being like a better person?
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions...
Sorry if
remain
I'm like
open.
touching the mic too
And
much
one
and it's
question
like,
is, why did the
like
murderer send me his
doing
letters?
noises.
Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did the murderer make a mistake? I don't think it's that last one. That's all I'm gonna say. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be upset. I think I just missed so much right there, but sorry, this is gonna take a little while, guys. Always one harbor. How about that one? Did I just... Ugh. Did I really only get like one clue out of that? Whatever. And I tried that! Did I not? Or is it because of the date that I did not? There. Jeez. Sorry, guys.
Is everything clear now?
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of a psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I know this is probably annoying, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Well, there's other things that, you know, are explained here too. There we go.
Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer
I'm waiting for the moment to
committed all
turn
the
where it's
crimes.
not not
What should we take
Cust.
from that? The murderer does not kill out of interest but for pleasure.
You yourself told us that the murderer was not a psychopath.
Ah oui, absolument. Therefore, let us look for something else. There is not one murderer, but 3 accomplices, who all use the same scenario.
Do you mean that 3 murderers with quite different aims joined forces to create a smoke screen? Here's another question. Is it still necessary to find a motive for each crime? And the one in Andover poses problem. Why was poor Mrs. Asher killed?
Indeed. It would be best to forget the theory.
Really?
The murderer first killed for money, but then began to enjoy it.
That's not
But
true.
Mr. Poirot,
Ah, certes. Just one
There we
murder
go.
was of benefit to the murderer.
My
The
goodness.
others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest, and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at 2 potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle, that's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
How about that one?
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it, and you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
Yes.
You or Mr. Franklin Clark.
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop it here, because apparently it's still going. I keep thinking I'm almost done. The next one might be a very short one then, because I am definitely... The fact that we have those two, which I believed from the beginning, kind of guessed it. But, yeah, so I'm going to see you guys in the next one. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you like doing it with this. I keep thinking it's going to be the end, but it's not. That's awesome, though. Alright, guys. See you in the next one. Alright, have a good one.